down from an angle that they actually can't perceive or see. It's a big shot back though. Noah Riley's in trouble. 45 HP, has to find room to breathe. He's choking on air right now. There's a tree in the way. Okay, it'll be there for camouflage, but he's leaving both his teammates down below in a fight against Juriki. It wasn't even Trulix, and Juriki gets wiped out.
Man, so many trios are playing right into the plan of Noah Riley's trio. That's what they want. They want these fights. They love mid-game fights on the Storm Edge. They're going to take them, and they're not going to let go. This trio is dangerous, and they're moving up their leaderboard slowly but surely just by their elim play. We're not even in placement points yet, Shayo.
And look at this, entire leaderboard at the same time.
What's up, guys?
40 points ahead is Janice and Shapix. Past that too, everyone's kind of neck and neck, but if these guys survive in this game, can anyone really catch them?
Everybody on social media, on the Reddit forums, were saying Noah Riley's videos reasons game plan of keying everybody is not going to work in a high stakes lobby. It's not going to work against 150 plus FNCS finals appearances, but it's working right now, and they're in second place.
Thing though is now for this rotation, this is kind of like an ocean all these players have to cross. They'll be on similar kind of wavelengths and a boat. Will anyone be, prime enough, sturdy enough to go for a mutiny of sorts and become the captain of this rotation, go for more beams, take a fight? Or will it all be organized? One team already dipped through that river. Some of these boats have made land on the other side. Noah Riley Vidil have that chance to, take the reins away from the captains, but they're so far below. So low, it's not possible. And like Snazy, next squeeze though, they're all the way up in the bird's nest of the boat, of this zone. And they look so good. Highest, almost. I want to make sure before I say it, because last time there's another team all the way on top of the mountain. So one of the highest spots, but not high vibes. Psych, yes, there are 72 damage above Surge.
And they're in a massive porta fortress or their own custom, and I was going to say they're looking good, but in the inside they're not eating well because the Storm Surge is barely above 38 above. They need to start getting some tags here, valuable tags here, if they want to hold on to this dominant position. And this is why Andalix now is going to go in and he's going to box fight Scram. Is going to go solo because they will still want to hold on to that position. No, he has someone out here. It's Snazy. It is a duo versus duo, and now Squeeze joins this fight here. So it's a trio now going to push on this duo here. So that's going to be a big time. Andalix actually gets a big time hit here. Scram and Resguard are not going to go down without a fight here. This is a very important fight here for Andalix's trio because they desperately need these tags.
1 HP on Resguard. They were so close to getting so much more damage too. 35 above now, 9 below. This is a very difficult lobby, and 9 players will have to go down for the Surge to stop in just a few moments. We'll see exactly if these guys can get any more. 35 above. Surge is now active. A big 49 tag, that'll be huge for Andalex. When the fight's not stopping, they find Refsguard. They'll be able to snipe him down as well, but they have to do it quick. There we go, 200 more damage, but it's still not enough after that.
Oh, there it is.
346. It's over.
Man, and Scram's still alive there, but Snazy's trio, they're good. They're not going to fight anymore, and they have to go there. The rotation's going to push them there anyway, but that's the kind of pressure you have here when you fight on center zone is all of a sudden you have to step out of your comfort zone, step away from that piano, and you're going to have to dance and fight.
So on the left side there, kind of with Snazy, it's basically fencing, swords, eloquent. Over here, it's open fist slaps to the face between two trios. Pink low, Stompy low. Noah Riley doesn't care. He's not even editing walls. He just has a charge ready to go. It's absolutely disrespectful and crazy, and it's working.
They are in the zone. They are buzzsawing this entire lobby, and they're not going to stop. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our number one first place currently holding on, Janice Hen and Chapix. I'm sure they're seeing that feed lead up by that second place here. Looking down below, you're seeing Savage is barely without any shield here. But what a great position here. No one's going to be able to sneak in a sniper shot here for Janice Hen and Chapix. They're going to find some great opportunities and pick on Slender, which is another top 5 team having some issues with this rotation.
You're saying great position. I'm saying what is their position? Look at the minimap. It's arrows on arrows. It's like a quiver of an archer. You can't really determine who's where. There's too many people on top of each other. I'm not sure exactly what Janice is even working with vertically right now. And they have to pull over the mountain. There's no way. Patty, Knifer, and Vino are the ones all the way up top. Another round for Anas, Flick, and Thomas to maybe take height, but they failed 2 games so far. Will the third try be the chance?
This is going to be a huge opportunity as well for Knifer's trio to move up to the leaderboard. They were able to kind of capitalize on this height, all determine where it goes, how dangerous Thomas, HC, Flick, and Anas going to be, and of course, how dangerous Hen's right below, right there. You also have Anilix. These trios love to play for height. This is the first time that we've seen in the final stage Patty, Knifer, and Vino be at height as Savage does go down and out.
It's really easy to spot how good these Eagles look all the way up in the sky, but the Rats down below on low ground. We can see Benji Fishy, Amplify Matzo moving up the left side, Snazy so close to the front of the zone all the way on the right. Patty's actually lagging a little bit far behind, but that's possibly to get some tags all the way on the right and left sides. We'll see if it's possible. Big bridge for him to cross, and a big ladder for everyone else to climb all the way up the highest mountain Fortnite has to offer.
Actually, Savage is still there. Savage is barely alive right then and there. Savage has an opportunity too, but this is the kind of zone that Benji and Matzo do really well in as well. We saw this in the finals. They were able to secure a top placement.
And right now, everyone's kind of put to the ultimate test on rotation. Who will be the ones to make the smartest rotation just in general at the moment? Blackie, although on the right side, he's always surviving 24/7. Vino, though, is dropping the pressure down below. We see Snazy leading the pack aside. Benji Fishy on the left boxes. Patty is basically having a free rotation, but still struggling to get all the way up top high. One of those ramps breaks down too. Nora Riley goes down. Hen goes down too. Reason has low HP. People are not passing the test. Anas and Benji Fishy are fighting in the zone, and Benji goes down, but trades with Thomas. Flick and Anas are trying to grab all the way up, but they're drowning. They're drowning. They can't breathe. Flick goes down. Top teams can't make the hurdle.
There's one top team in the 7th place going into this match that still has an opportunity. Reason still a solo here, still has the opportunity to get huge, valuable placement. Look at that feed light up. So many people fell when the zone went up and over. Knifer, Piety, and Vino, they had no opportunities to get 0 E-limbs because the mountain took all of that away here. So yes, they might get that victory out, but they're not going to capitalize on that valuable position. Like, and finally goes down to Snag. Oh,
Snazy
no.
was trying to grasp anything. A little bit of a breath on a high. He tries to bounce her down, but gets beamed. Stats all the way down to Vino still controls height. DKS on the right side. It's an icy end game. You want to make sure no one here slips. It's a duel situation, though, for Stassi right now, moving up. Nice side jump to make sure he relieves all the pressure. 3 different trios left. He's looking up for Patty. It's a possibility. There's 170 mats, though. Miro's still alive all the way on low, too. Where is Miro? Is he even on screen? He's all the way down below.
Miro has done this rotation before. All the clips I've seen him, but no, Blackie. This is going to be a huge there, but his teammate there, Snagged, is there. Blackie gets tagged in the back. Down goes Blackie from Snagged, and Eric in there to finish the trade. Now it is a top 2 situation. Can Eric pick up? He's going for the rest. I mean, it's still a lot of zone left because so many people went down early. Knifer and Patty still have this opportunity, but this is going up over the mountain. This is not going to look good, but Erican is not going to give up. They're going to grasp as much as possible. This is still up for them here. I don't think Patty and Knifer, they're not going to go down. They're going to try to hold on, but if they were any kind of aggressiveness, this could work out for Patty and Knifer, but Erican and Blackie here getting closer and closer to height.
At World's Edge, and they finally find a way to jump over. Patty though denies it. You win with a big clap back. Blackie is left at the bottom of the mountain. Does he have any heals is the question. 40 seconds of time he has to buy, and Knifer has 2 floppers. The Fishman on top of the mountain with the big shots wins the game. What a zone. What a performance.
Man, that mountain zone just took out so many of the top players, top of the leaderboard, and that gave an opportunity for Knifer's trio to walk away from that. But they only got, from what I've seen, maybe 1 elim and the victory royale. Huge placement point game for them. But at the same time, you would hope that they would get more elims, but that finish, Shio, that mountain, quite treacherous.
How can you elim people when you have to deal with the mountain, man?
I'm not know.
There's natural low ground trying to eliminate you, so that's a rough one. A lot of top teams also, wiped out, as you said, Sancho. We got to toss it over to Reese, Levin, and Zeke to see exactly what went down.
Man, I just got to say, I love Sancho and Shai's casting. They are phenomenal. The hype was there. The grandfather mound will always claim its toll. And also, I think, guys, this is the craziest underdog story. Night First Rio coming in, former FNCS champions from console. They're showing up, they're saying, listen, friends, you think we can't hang? Watch this. We're about to take a victory royale away from you. Just pulling the rug out beneath you. No problem.
And for that team, like, you know what? In their heat, after the first 3 games, they had 2 points. They were down bad, right? They were down bad. However, the last 3 games of their heat, they absolutely popped off, managed to get that top 8. Today, and yesterday, I think before that game, they had a total of 34 points. And I think they gained somewhere around 40 to 50 in that game in particular. We'll see when the leaderboards pop up. So, huge game already. Way more points they've gotten than all the rest games. So, this could be the start of their momentum. Another thing when you're noticing, we saw the res. We saw them go for the revive in that end game. And you might be thinking, how is this possible? How is a 2v2 situation you're getting a revive off? But if you notice when we switch back to the team on hype, Paddy's team, they had been on hype for so long and they didn't manage to get a refresh that they're already still out of AR ammo. So it's kind of a reflection of what we saw back in game 2 of yesterday, where teams on hype just didn't manage to get that refresh enough to get the ammo to keep pressuring down, but ended up winning anyway this time.
Yeah, I think this is what Day 2 is all about, right? The remontadas, the comebacks, and I think if you look at what both of those teams were, the final 2 teams there, Paddy's team finished yesterday in 29th, Airkin's team finished yesterday in 20th. Not the best performances by any means, but both of these guys on the day coming out and showing that, we are solid teams, we can get decent placements. Another thing to note, and Alexis team, another strong game, 4th place, they finish in that game. So, when we have these exciting zones, these zones that go up in extreme, elevations, it is always exciting. It's fun for us to watch, not fun for the players. I'll tell you that much. But,
Extreme's the right word. I think extreme was the right word.
Yeah.
Still super fun. Super fun. And guys, I kind of want to continue this underdog story, right? Because we're seeing these guys at the top, but I truly believe anyone can still pull off the championship, right? They can walk away winners.
Yeah, I wanted to highlight Slender's team, right? I've been referencing them a lot, my Portuguese Magnificos. These guys on the day coming into this game have been the 2nd best team, right, in terms of their performances, their placements. And I think it's because they've been so proactive, right? Yesterday, they picked up a victory royale. I spoke to Mosh and he said, look, I'm feeling a little top 7, right? I think if we have good surge, if we can sort that out, we're going to be fine. And I think they've sort of figured things out. You saw that in the first clip, right? He lands there, he realizes, like other teams have, Cammy split, these guys are so split around on the map. If I land on this mountain here, get a weapon, by, the RNG gods, I can get some tags off, I can get some shots off, and it's, paying off for these guys. Hopefully we can see them sort of convert and have really good performances moving forward. Leaderboards haven't changed up too much as a result of the fact we had 2 teams really low down, doing well. And so the top of the leaderboards still looking similar to what we saw last game.
Yeah, we saw, Hen, Janice, and Chapix there coming down in 11th with 3 eliminations. So, as far as their games have gone, somehow, even though they came 11th with 3 elims, that's still one of their worst games yet. So that just shows how consistent and good these guys really are. But, that actually has kind of closed the gap between Vidil, Norali, and Rezon and them. They're now 20 points difference because something that went under the radar a little bit there was Vidil's, Rezon, and Norali's 10 eliminations. They popped off with 10 eliminations in 5th place. So while all these teams were struggling climbing up that hill, you know what? These guys were just looking at each other and saying, you know what? That elim's mine. You're struggling? No, you're out of the game. Sorry. You're struggling? You're gone too. So, you know what? They took advantage of the awkward zone, to say the least, and managed to get up. If they managed to get into that top 3 as well, we could see a different story between that top leaderboards.
Look, Reese, we got 3 games left. Are we starting to get to the place where, it's becoming a 2-person race, right? Where it's like we have these 2 teams. These 2 teams look like the teams who are most likely going to leave today with the AXA champions. I don't want to speak too soon, right? 3 games is still plenty of time for someone to just come through and just wow us, right? But it is starting to look like those are the 2 teams that are going to pull away. Don't want to speak too soon. I don't want to jinx anything. Don't want to speak too soon. Taking a look at your screens. Cast the curse. We've heard it all before. Interesting stuff, right? Certain players who I think started off hot yesterday, not being able to replicate their performances in that sense, right? You mentioned how Stompy's team really started off hot, right? First game, victory royale. Second game, 2nd place. And now it's like they've sort of